on, well, technically it's on deafening and then on muting, and we will be here as I also reveal them. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dimensions Break. We're on episode 8. If I remember, I recalled episode 8. One race too many. So, with that being said, could anybody here? I know it's been a hot second in a way, but could anybody here give me a small bit of a recap of what happened last time? And if you do, you will have an inspiration.
Oh God. Well, it started off with our friends on the train, realizing when they're like, "Oh, did you clear out the other cars?" What do you mean other cars? And then getting through the first car, no real issue of wiping it. And then when they get to the coal car, not only are they dealing with the idiots who were manning the train attacking them, but giant fucking buzzards. Massive birds, and we as the other group who was driving away from, we had stolen a car and we're trying to make our escape, and we're dealing with essentially Mad Max road rage on the way to the train. King, unfortunately, is the one who witnessed our beloved wizard just get taken and devoured. Pour one out for our boy Leech. Yeah, pour one out for Leechy. He deserved better. We managed to jump the car into the train and help deal with the buzzards and helping out our surviving team member as well as the two new team members, which was Riptide and then Claude. We discover that what we thought was Shorzy wasn't actually Shorzy, but kind of like a changeling born from the mimic absorbing Shorzy and some of his memories. We name him Mim.
Yep.
That's Mim.
Yeah. So after, we detach the back we also detach the front of the train from the back of the train so we didn't have to deal with clearing out the other cars.
Props to Riptide.
Yeah, props to Riptide for doing that.
Yep. If you guys want to go explore the map, because it's actively on here, you can see what you guys avoided.
What you guys avoided is crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah. Look at all that. All that mess.
We also knocked out Scraven and pickpocketed him.
Twice. Yeah, twice. Twice you knocked him out. The first time because
I made the correct play.
The first time because he, was trying to hit on our beloved Cleo, and fucking the second time because he woke up.
Because he woke up is wild.
I mean, I just didn't want to hear him.
I mean, you do what you want. I'm just saying it's wild.
Oh, trust me, I did.
Then we made it to the camp, I believe.
Yes, you guys did make it to the camp, so feel free, King, to have your inspiration.
I apologize. I'm back.
You're good. We just finished the recap. And
perfect timing then. Oh yeah.
There's a few things that's gonna happen here, and we're gonna get to them all as I play our lovely music of the day. I say of the day, but the first music of the day.
Oh, and one thing we almost forgot is that Dr. King went and helped fix up our benefactor's second in command. Because his ass was not doing so hot.
Lychee had started helping and started healing the process, but definitely did not finish it. So with that being said, I'm not gonna pull up the map for any of this. So this is more so basically
Theater of the mind.
we're gonna, how do I want to do this? I think I'll just put you guys back on here.
Dude, I need to get my cat a fucking cat bed up here so it doesn't fall asleep on my legs every time.
That's how we
Keep
love cats,
trapping you.
though.
Yes.
So, though I will say now you guys have essentially gotten your long rest, whether some of you needed more of a rest than others, and where some of you got more experience, aka enough to come up to now the entire group being level 5. That being said, you guys pretty much are on, how do I put this, on the last day to enter the race, and I'm pretty sure this is. You guys are on the last day to complete, to basically get into this race, and it's pretty much, from what it seems like, the only actual making sense towards what your objective is to what you need to do. However, at this very moment, it's basically pure morning. Like it's like 7 a.m., maybe 8 a.m., and I would say you guys have all gotten your long rest at this time. And as you all kind of start to, in your own ways, wake up, feeling the kind of, not stone beds, because there's still a mattress on them, but like a dirty mattress with a stone like kind of like lifting the mattress up just a little bit is pretty much what you guys had slept on for the night, along with maybe a pillow and a small blanket. A lot of noise could be heard throughout the night though as well, but you guys probably didn't pay it too much mind, as it was kind of sounds more similar to what the lady had told you guys. Being that she was pretty much getting all the necessities from the train, the car, everything like that, to the base, basically being able to start to work on things. And with that being said, she basically comes in as you guys are all waking up, as I'll zoom in again for you guys, as you see her kind of exhausted a little bit, but she looks like she has a lot of like dirt schmuck on her, just in general, like she's been busy. And she's like, all right, everybody, hope you are all awake. I have been somewhat busy, and we have things, aka matters, to discuss for this race. That's why you all came here, right?
There's a race?
Sure. Yeah. That is what we came for. Yeah.
Wait, I don't know nothing about a race.
We're doing a race because we have to, I think.
Yeah, listen, we'll explain why we have to later, but right now we have to.
I don't really understand why you say have to like that, outside of the same reason that we would have, but if you don't want the extra car, we can, take the extra car for ourselves.
We will definitely take the extra car.
Yeah, why would we give you the extra car?
I'm just checking with you all, making sure. And you know what? Sorry, I don't think I've ever properly introduced myself to all of you. Especially to you, as she looks over at King, who I dearly do thank for saving the life of my first mate, basically. What is your name, if I may ask first?
I am King Diane.
Are you King Diana, or are you like
My
king.
my name is my name is King.
This is a very consistent bit.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. King's is like it's not a title. It's just my name. You could just call me Dr. Diana.
Okay,
Baron's just
Dr.
gonna walk up like,
Diane.
my liege.
Stop!
Oh goodness, you're
Baron,
royal.
I will end you.
I
Yeah,
bow to our king.
Oh, this is...
I'm not sure what's happening here, but whatever you guys may discuss or talk about, I ask you do that here later, because for now, I would say you guys all deserve the day of rest, but we do need to discuss some things. So if you would mind following me, as I said, we've been busy. As she starts kind of like just walking away, expecting you guys to follow.
Bless you, madam. King will follow her. But he'll look at Farron like, what the fuck, dude?
Farron's just gonna chuckle.
You probably also see Claude in the back being kind of very confused this whole time at this whole interaction, as he will also proceed to bend down and kneel like king.
Farron's gonna start laughing harder.
Yeah, no, King looks greatly uncomfortable about that. He's like, stop it, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
I will say Claude gets back up because I'm thinking this all in character, I think would make sense. Claude gets back up and is very confused, like, is that not what you are expecting of acting towards a king?
You know, fucking King's just like, no, I'm not a king, I'm just a fucking military field medic.
No, that's definitely a king. Treat him with such respect.
Who am I listening to? I am very confused.
As the person you're making
Disrespect the
greatly
king.
uncomfortable. Me, you should listen to me.
You should definitely listen to me. I have the bigger sword.
I don't know what having a bigger sword would have to do with it.
Well, it shows status. The bigger the sword, the bigger the status. I'm the only person
But
I
I
listen
have-
to is my king.
But I have a sword here that does, I would guess, to be as much damage as that could do, as he has, like, pulls out a rapier basically. And it's nothing
Yeah,
What is
fancy.
it?
It's not a fancy rapier. It's just like one of those like hand guard rapiers.
Yeah, a simple rapier.
Yeah.
His sword's
Yeah.
thinner than yours.
You know, fucking King's just gonna give you the fattest fucking, like, meanest stink face, like, side eye at the my king comment. Like, what the fuck?
Ferrum's face is corner to corner in a smile.
You know, King says, like, never refer to me as my king ever again.
Is my liege more suitable?
Okay, well let me put this down for you. Only fucking no. Only couples where I'm from refer to somebody by, like, example. If I was talking about my wife, I would say my Aerith. Do not call me my king. I know. He's just gonna keep walking.
I will only do it if it is really funny. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, fucking King's gone, but I 100% know Ferrum
Does-
immediately is like, and now I will only call you that.
Does comedy
My
rule
king!
overall?
What?
Aram, I think you made the king mad.
I think I did. Oh, I love D&D.
Yeah, King on the outside pissed, King on the inside crying and weeping, and like, stop!
Stop bullying me.
You stop bullying me! I literally didn't choose this name!
In either case, I feel like the rest of us should follow her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I've been doing.
She just turns around and there's only King, and she's just like, oh. Okay.
Well, I guess I would actually assume if Riptide was following, then it would be King and Riptide as she turns around and then sees the rest of the group coming by. Some of them laughing, some of them are just kind of more so chill at the
Confused
moment.
as shit.
I'd say confused. But it's either they're probably laughing or confused, as she kind of is in confusion, but she turns back around and says, well, as long as you are all here, as I was saying before, I am Madam Flower, is what people call me around here. Or just Madam is fine. I'm kind of like, I would say, the mother, if nothing else, leader of this, the group of the Sun Raiders. And I'll admit to you all, I have made quite a huge mistake in, well, trying to get the resources by myself when I had. So I am also grateful to the rest of you here, who has helped me with the train situation. You all helped me in the end, but for the ones that did not let my first mate die, I will appreciate it, and I will hopefully make some amends. Not to say anything specifically wrong has happened, but I feel like there should be at least deserving of some reward. So I will let you see upon our stash of potential items that we aren't really using that you might want. I ask you only take one, but I will show you and talk to you about that later. That's more so directed at King.
Yeah, he'll nod.
However, onto the actual topic and discussion of hands, as she kind of like now, kind of like, she doesn't like point, she like full hand points, as she's like showing off there's two vehicles. One is the vehicle, sorry, I should also say, there's a bunch of people around, like, already we're kind of working on these vehicles. And not by a lot, like, not like 10, 20, like there's maybe like 5 people at most, and one of them being her first mate, who looks like he's still got bandages around him, he's still healing up, but he's like trying to still like work on the cars, and other people are like trying to tell him, dude, just take a fucking chill. And he's like, no, I gotta keep this going. That's...
Hey, you should not die.
Oh, it's all the rest of you. That... I appreciate the statement, but I'm fine. As he proceeds to try to, keep hammering into probably like a part of the vehicle. It's...
your funeral.
It's really hard to stop him once he goes, but to introduce you to at least him as well, that over there is Googs. You see, Googs has been with me for a long time in this whole endeavor, and Googs has, well, more so of a war veteran, if you would think about it like that, but this whole hellscape situation has been happening for so long that it just feels like all of it's just war. And he's been one of the most prepared people for that. So when he took that risk with me, I am very grateful to him as well. But now, the 2 vehicles that you see before you, I've been thinking about how I want to do this. And I believe, more than anything, we are going to be taking the vehicle that you had brought back with the gun turret. And before you say anything, it's because I think it would fit us more, as we have a few modifications that we would like to do to it, which is why we're also offering potential modifications to that car over there. As you see pretty much what looks to be not really like a specific sprayed on color at all, but so it's like more so like a metallic slash kind of silver looking car that looks like it's being kind of worked on. It looks like more of a generic car. When I say generic, I just mean it's not like it doesn't look like a post-apocalyptic car. It doesn't look like it's built specifically for a road rage. But she says, I'm able to put on some modifications throughout today. So tonight, when that race happens, we will both be prepared in our own ways. Would that be okay with you all? As she pretty much, out of game, I'll tell you, you have the option of 5 out of 10 potential upgrades to this car.
I don't know. What do we lose? The gun turret, or is the
I'll just
car we
tell
have like a gun
you.
turret?
I'll just tell you one of the upgrades can be basically getting that gun turret, so you're not losing out anything.
Okay, I mean, besides the gun turret at the current moment, is the card they're offering inferior in any way?
No, it's really customizable. Like, they want the more so the gun turret because they want to basically add more guns to the gun turret car. They basically want to super gun it up, so it works more for them.
Because to be fair, it's smart that us being only here temporarily, they're like, can we keep the one that could keep us alive longer since we fucking live here?
I mean, they don't know we don't live here, but
That's
I
why
don't think we really need gun turret.
Well,
Let's be honest.
They know the king and Therum aren't really from here, because you're like, what? And they're like, how do you not know? And they're like, you see, we're foreigners, like, really foreigners.
And the other thing is, do we really need a gun turret? We got by almost the entirety of last fucking car
You're right,
combat
because
by just throwing my body at it. I did use my spectral spooky ghost man version and drive 4 cars into a wall.
What do you think, Mr. Tide? I feel like you've got a lot of knowledge on how these things work.
None of the cars really look like this where I'm from. But
Damn it.
if anything, given what I've seen here so far, yeah, some armor is probably just as important as a gun turret.
I do have specific upgrades on here, in whenever you guys are ready to hear that. However, I would say for a driver, I would suggest one of you that feel like you could at least drive somewhat of a car. You will get time to basically drive it too, if that helps. And when I say if that helps, I mean like you'll have some time to get used to it if you're just because if you've never drove really before, it's going to be hard for you to get an understanding. But if you've driven a car just in general before, no matter if it's older, maybe futuristic, you'll get an understanding within like an hour.
What if I just drove a car?
You did just drive a car, however, your handling will be potentially worse. Like you did, so you can still, if you give me a good enough roll, I'll say if you want to be the one to drive a car, then with that hour of basically practice, if you get a good roll on that, you'll be able to have land vehicle proficiency thing. I'm trying to remember the full name.
That's what it's called. It's called land vehicle proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Riptide's world does have cars, so he might be just as good of a pick here.
That's what I'm
he
saying. It's up to you guys. This is all on you. When you guys are ready for also the potential upgrades, I will go through them as well.
I think you might have even said you gave me land vehicle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if somebody comes from a world that had cars, I'm surprised they don't just get like, yeah, you could drive a car.
Yeah, like I probably, if I didn't say it, then it. Yeah, sorry. I'm saying words. If you definitely came from a place like that, then yes, you would probably know how to drive cars. There's a potential even Mim might know how to do that.
It's true. That's true. Considering you absorbed Shorzy and
Not even,
Tommy.
not
Right?
even. I'll say not even just them, because there are a few others that might be a part of it that also potentially knew how to drive.
Yeah.
Wait, did he?
Yeah,
Absorb
I'm just
Tommy?
going
I
with.
thought-
Well,
thought
yeah,
Tommy
because
was
it's born like it has some of Shorzy's memories because but we don't know if it may also like just have some things it could have gotten from Tommy too, like maybe because cars existed during Tommy's time, so like at least knowledge of like that stuff. We don't know what's going on with Mim, to be fair.
That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying
I-
I'm
I
asking
thought it was
him
just
to,
Shorzy.
like, if Mim, if you feel. Actually, honestly, I feel like you probably would have land vehicles if you had some practice. So there's a potential he could as well. So it kind of comes down to if you want a driver, it's basically between Mim, Riptide, and Farum. So that's up to you guys.
Listen, I know I drove the car last time, but realistically, it would probably be better for the person who can just voluntarily board any car to not drive. Because along with teleporting with Echo, I do have Misty Step.
Yeah, and last thing we need is who's supposed to be behind the wheel is just bamfing out.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we should just let our king assign roles to us. Your Highness, what should we do?
True! Farum's like, that is so true!
What? No, why me?
Because we are your knights.
We are your humble servants, your majesty.
Stop it.
I don't really get it. Should I be
I'm not.
sitting here calling Majesty?
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
they're
Yes.
only doing that. No, they are only doing this because they know it makes me so grotesquely uncomfortable.
No,
That is
but
the only
that's
reason
the
you're saying
actual that's the actual king of our kingdom.
I don't. No,
thought you were a
I'm
king.
not. I am not the king of a kingdom. I'm not.
I am
Nor would I
very
ever claim
confused.
to be. I don't need fucking smoke with essentially a fucking man of the Fae because I'm claiming to be the king of my kingdom.
You can
You-
smoke with men of Buffet. That sounds king.
That sounds like a good time.
Man, at first this was kind of funny. Now it's just getting sad.
Like, it does genuinely make me uncomfortable when you do that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. I feel like a trendsetter actually. I called you Your Majesty back on the train.
A trendsetter is crazy though.
Trust me, you are not the first.
You're a train setter? I like trains. They were fun.
Oh, did you just see the image I posted? Heard you start cackling, so I was like, oh, maybe he just did.
Nah, you're a trendsetter. I love trains.
I love
It's so funny to me.
Why is this horse jumping in a cannon?
Okay, so
I'm also seeing that image. That image is really funny.
all right, so I will mention one thing here, and this is also to make things make sense here. You see Madam as she kind of walks up towards the group a little bit more, but more so towards that of Claude, and she's like, "We are also very low on people to help, and I would ask if maybe one of you, maybe you, very well-dressed looking man, would be willing to help me in my own drive." You see as Claude is kind of confused at first as he looks at the rest of you. If helping her mean she is a part of the race, I think, would that not increase our chances of success?
It probably would increase chances of success.
Sorry.
So, she wants you in her car, I think.
Does that mean I should do that? I was told to, well, parameters had said to protect you guys.
Well, considering she's got the big fuck off gun, you keep us alive with that thing. I mean, you're technically doing that.
Well, if no one is going to have too much of a problem with it, I think I will take you up on that. Would that be alright with the rest of you?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather see you on a gun turret than someone like that Scraven rat.
Yo, Bunny in26, thank you for the subscription. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate the comment.
Let's go!
I love that. What would have been fucking perfect though is right as he said, as long as it's not that Scraven son of a bitch, we just hear.
Yeah, you start hearing like fucking skittering in the walls of the car. It's just him.
Surprise, bitch! I was in your luggage.
Rick, kill it!
I will mention, now that you did say it, and that did remind me, Scraven actually does come out as he's like, I feel like I have a bit of a headache. And you see Madam, and she's
That's
like,
got 2 goose eggs.
and you see Madam is like, yeah, he was knocked out, but I'm pretty sure he was with us. So I kind of just brought him back.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ferrum is going to secretly start honing his fist.
I'm gonna like quietly go behind him, like hiding behind
Put
Pharaoh.
Raven in your car too. That'd be a lot of help.
Yeah, please put him in your car. He'll be
Oh.
very helpful to you,
Oh,
and not us.
dude,
And not
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
I
yeah, what do you
don't. Why are you saying it like that?
Well,
If one
No
of,
reason.
one of you can give me a persuasion check.
Alright, who's got the best charisma?
Oh god.
probably me.
I've got decent persuasion, I think.
I have a
Not
+0.
King. King's got a -1 in charisma.
I got a +2.
What you got, Riptide?
I got a +6.
Jesus, fuck. I
Give
don't
it
know.
to Riptide.
Riptide, go for it.
And that's the thing about rogues, they can be very
There you
persuasive.
go.
Damn.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I don't know why you guys are also against it, but I don't
I'm
mind
not
taking
against it. I just think that
Scraven. He
this
looks like
bad
he could
boy
be
can
helpful.
only hold so much spaghetti.
What?
I forgot about that. Whatever. We succeeded on the check, I guess.
I'm slightly
You
concerned.
need a spaghetti holder, after all. What did you get hungry?
Spaghetti spilling out of his buckets.
No, they can't see that. We rolled too good.
Yeah.
I'm slightly concerned, but I don't know why having more people would be bad, so I'll definitely take Scraven. Scraven, dearie, you're with me. What does that mean with you? Does that mean I get to have a girlfriend for once? No. No.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
already regretting this. Okay.
Don't take
No
backsies.
backsies.
Yeah, no take backsies.
Fuck you. Stop reading my mind. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
You're in my skin. Get out of my skin.
Get out of my skin.
Fucking meanwhile, the whole time, Chloe's like, thank God his eyes are off of
she's
me.
just been like eyeballing him. Yeah, at
She's like,
first she was eyeballing
"Thank
him, but then as soon as he came out, immediately locked eyes onto the rat.
Yeah, immediate, she's like, oh no.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any like sticks laying on the ground?
It's a dirty base. There's plenty of sticks.
Sweet. Mim just
Damn,
starts
y'all got
looking
sticks
through
in this area.
different sticks, trying to find the perfect stick.
Damn, y'all got sticks.
Considering we've been in a desert, where'd y'all find sticks?
Till he finds one that looks slightly like a gun of some sort. Then he just picks it up and he starts pointing at things. He's like,
Finds one shaped like a gun, gives it to Cleo here for you, and she's just like,
what? No, this is my stick. It's my gun. I can shoot people with it like Chloe does.
Yeah, it's just like eyeing you down specifically, man. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but I guess you got the spirit. Anyways,
he's confused, but it's hard, it's in the right place.
Damn,
Yeah.
I just saw the chat. Y'all really gonna talk about y'all selves?
Hell yeah. We're narcissists, the fuck?
I'm sorry, I had to do the fucking doodle, and no matter
I'm
how
surprised-
fucking upset King seems, just know that I'm not.
I found
am
it
laughing at him.
insane how I feel like you have to have had that like on the sideline. You were waiting. There's
No,
no way you drew it
fucking-
that fast.
I doodled that in fucking 5 seconds. That is like a 5-second
yeah.
shit post.
That's awesome.
That's hype.
That is.
It is.
It is fucking great.
So,
Let's trick this bad boy out.
Pimp my ride.
Who is driving?
that's something I was waiting for y'all to discuss.
I honestly think it should be somebody who knows how to drive.
Let's see.
Let Mim take the wheel, honestly.
I think the only person who's driven period has been Ferrum.
It is by the miracle. It is by the miracle of God we didn't crash.
This is by the miracle of me being awesome. Fuck you mean?
I'm too small to reach the pedals. I gotta like use my rifle to push them.
We gotta give her a booster seat to even be in the fucking driver's seat, and then we gotta fucking tape stilts to her feet.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much out of that department, even if I did know how.
Somebody get Cleo a car seat.
Dude,
Whoever
get
suggested
car seat.
Get Chloe a car seat.
Yeah, I not toot my own horn here, but I think it's probably a good idea to let me drive. Especially
I'll
given
try.
the point the one guy had about being the one who's always disappearing from the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a good. It is just way better to have me as a fucking suicide bomber who can come back.
We're not gonna repeat that. Anyways,
I did not even fucking hear what he said.
we're
I
gonna
did.
keep it that
Oh my
way.
god.
So,
Anyways,
I will let you guys know because this is also going to be something that I am thinking that I'm going to do this for balance for purposes. When we get to the race and how the race is going to be, when it comes to your car, when it's time for your car's turn, everybody will basically be allowed in action. You guys can still have reactions, but we are going to be getting rid of bonus actions. If you want to use your action to use a bonus action instead, you can. But this is going to be really fast, more so fast-paced in the way of driving and how the game's going to work. So you're only going to be able to use either an action or a bonus action on your turn.
Okay.
All right.
duly noted. Fuck off.
This is that's also partially the reason why if you were to get something like a turret, it might be helpful. Again, we'll talk about that here in a second. Letting you guys talk. There you go.
I'll drive if no one's got a problem with that.
I don't. Like, if you've got the ability to drive, I think that's the smartest choice we could make.
Could you teach me to drive? If you don't want to drive.
No, I think it's better if I drive. Don't know if this is.
I like the
That-
very, like, could you teach me to drive? Like a small child, like, please?
I'm 2 days old.
I'm baby, teach me!
I'm just a little guy. just a baby.
I think you've just made the perfect case for why we shouldn't let you drive just yet.
I'm 2 days old. I need my I need my learner's permit.
Maybe after the race, you teach me to drive.
Sure. If I find a car, maybe. No guarantees.
No guarantees.
Start with a bicycle.
Right. Riptide is 100% not a father figure whatsoever.
Damn. So, however you guys plan to do it, I'm gonna keep this going because I'm gonna give you time, guys, some time to RP so I can actually apply the upgrades. We're gonna basically get to the upgrades now.
Okay.
What you have access to, I'm going to post it in the chat after I basically go through it, so you can re-see it. But I'm just telling you this now because I'm going to try to speed through it a little bit.
Okay.
So, you have 10 options, 5 upgrades. The only thing that you can re-get is the first one because it's turrets. So, the first upgrade you can get is a man turret, which is a one-person turret. It can be a heavy machine gun, it can be a barrel launcher, or it could be the flail. Again, you can get multiple of this. Basically, per upgrade, you can be like, maybe I want a machine gun and I want a barrel launcher. Everything else, you can only get once. So, the second thing you get is steel plating. It makes your car basically harder to hit. You get triple exhaust pipes, which increases your damage threshold. That means that when your car hits like the damage threshold of like usually 30 for cars, you would basically initiate some type of hindrance or disability to the car. This will basically push that back even further. There are steel windows, which pretty much just means you guys will have full protection, or sorry, full cover. Full cover? No, sorry, third cover. Is it 3/4? No, I'm thinking of full.
It 3/4. So 3/4 is the highest before you just have full cover.
Okay, yeah, then yeah. You guys will have a third cover instead of half cover. You can have nitro, which will double your move speed for a turn. You have sound woofers, which is pretty much like a certain kind of attack. You'll see when I post it. There are plated wheels, which pretty much protects your wheels from getting popped. You can have sharp wheels, which pretty much lets you easier pop other people, or just doing more damage. There are deployable mines, and there is custom paint job. The custom paint job, it's somewhat flavor, but it's pretty much there to say if you were to take fatal damage, you do not for once. And now I'll be posting it in the chat. There you guys go.
You avoid 1 incident of fatal damage if it just scratched the paint. 'Tis but a scratch.
And whilst I'm also doing this, you guys can discuss as you want. However, King, you will also being shown to those rewards. You can not to say you can share all of it or anything like that. I'm saying whatever you want to do with the item is whatever you want to do with the item. But she's basically saying you get to have one of these 4 items.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say them. I'm just gonna post them to you.
Okie pokey. Let's see.
I think steel plating's a must.
Steel plating is definitely smart.
I'm personally in favor of steel windows.
Here, I've got a package suggestion dropping in chat now.
Okay, steel plating, steel windows, and plated wheels. High defense with some damage output. I like it. Don't blow people away from you. Handling check at 15 or be pushed back 10 feet. Deal 1d10 damage of thunder. Okay.
Fascinating. Upgrades RAM? RAM? Download RAM.com? Sorry. I let the voices win. Anyways, wait, hold up. I just had a goofy idea. So hear me out. I'll just do this. Actually, I will. Where is it? But so what if we go with this and we just make a car? Well, no, hold up. Yeah, we just make a card specifically for ramming others.
Can you have both sharp and plated wheels, or are they
I-
mutually exclusive?
You can have both.
Okay.
No, it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. I'm just saying it would be pretty funny to just ram into people.
Not to toot my own horn or nothing like that, but I did try to make it to where you guys have a lot of different options you can do here.
We definitely.
You also have to think about our character capabilities as well.
I'm honestly in favor of Delta's idea more. However, I just think this could be a funny idea.
I like them both. I'm not opposed to either. Figure we'll have Chloe in a gunner seat somewhere.
I was thinking probably up front next to Fishman, where it's covered, because I already have a gun, and then I think King. Oh wait, we have multiple turrets. My bad. No, you're right.
Depending on which way we go, yeah.
The way I built mine is we'd have to not have nitro to have 2 turrets, which I think I'd rather have nitro.
So you're thinking change it to one
Yeah.
turret.
1 turret, nitro, and all that survivability upgrades.
Definitely smart, because makes us harder to damage, gives us a chance to get the fuck out of a like their range. If they're using something ranged, can get us out of it.
Mhm.
And then we still have capabilities of doing extra damage.
Yeah, I think ramming to do damage is kind of risky because I think you also automatically will take damage.
No.
Oh.
Chloe's got a rifle.
Like I said, it was just a meme idea. By no means is it an actual idea for me.
Yeah, Chloe's got we have a machine gun, whoever's working the machine gun turret. Chloe's got her rifle. Riptide's got a revolver. He can shoot that one-handed while he's driving.
Yeah. My worry is, okay, Ferrum has the Echo.
I have
After-
movement, but if he's restricting fucking bonus actions, that actually fucking shoots me in the foot.
So that means you might need to be our best bet for a gunner seat somewhere, like in the machine gun turret.
No, it just means I need 2 turns to do it. I actually technically need 3 turns because no, I can teleport. If I teleport with the Echo stays back there. I do something, and then teleporting is movement. So
Isn't the distance going to be a problem on it?
distance is 30 feet.
Okay.
Actually, distance doesn't super matter because how Echo works is it stays until the end of my next round, right?
Mm-hmm.
As if it's out of 30 feet. So technically, if Echo teleport, you drive off, I have time to do something and then teleport back. Echo teleport doesn't really cost an action. I can still, I mean, unless he's restricting me from. Are you restricting me from attacking and using the Echo at the same time?
I'm only restricting the
Hey,
use
here's-
of doing 2 actions, which is
Okay.
well, not action surge, but I mean like action, like you can't do an
Like an
action
action
and a
and a
bonus
bonus
action. You have to choose one or the other on your.
Although, okay, so the thing on the plated wheels, we could possibly swap that out for either the custom paint job or deployable mines because King has mending and he could fix the wheels.
I don't know. That action and bonus action thing really makes my character kind of fucking useless.
You
I'm
have
trying to
ranged
think.
Abilities?
No.
Oof, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, no, I'm really fucking useless because that implies that I need my action surge to do anything in a short thing without getting fucking murdered.
So I think we definitely need you on a turret.
It's just so you know, it isn't a rule that's going to be applied often, but for this or like this race and how this is kind of work to balance it out, it kind of needs to be like this.
Which is understandable considering the devastation you alone did with us just stealing the car by like, I take the wheel.
I don't know. All it takes one more turn, and that makes it slightly more dangerous. But I
Remind
still don't think having me on a dedicated gunner seat is the best idea. Just because I have the possibility to fuck around with things.
I can drive you within jumping distance, and you can just jump the normal way.
Yeah, we could do that. There is like a bit. The fact that it having the echo in the car, just all things jumping, if I fuck up the jump I teleport, it wouldn't like suck.
So then I have a question for you, Mr. DM, actually. All right, so let's say Ferrum decides or manages to hijack a car after killing everybody inside. If he is to cross the finish line before us in that car, do we win or does their team win? Like,
I would say that.
because the
It's
way I
it's a
see
bit
it-
weird because it's more of the vehicles in this situation than anything. But if you're the only one that's on there, then it is your vehicle, I guess.
Okay, cool. All right.
So
Alright, we
what
have a
we
plan.
could do is, if we fucking like murder a thing, I can take it over. Like I could really just hold my action to hijack a fucking car.
Okay, so if you want to be mobile, who's going to be in our turret?
Is King doing anything?
Because
Because I'm sorry, real quick, because I need to start like really editing this. Now that you guys have gotten time to talk about it, the first upgrade? What have you guys all chosen?
I think we all agree we want nitro. Starting with, right?
Hold up, I have one final shit idea I want to throw out there. It just popped in my head.
Oh no.
Hear me out.
no,
Hear me out. Okay. Hear me out now.
So, anyways, we started blasting.
yeah. So anyway,
That exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that could be if that's what you guys want to do. I mean,
I don't think that's the correct decision. It would be really funny, but
it would be funny, but I think the triple exhaust is definitely also one that's good.
I kind of agree there. It might even be better than the steel plating because I don't know what kind of AC we're going to be.
Honestly,
Well,
I
any
think
AC help.
Look, I gotta say, having AC as opposed to health is, in my experience, much more valuable. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter how much health you have, if you're consistently slapped across the face over and over and over, you're going to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
No, I think a turret is good so that people who normally don't have range weapons have some range to them.
Mm-hmm.
The steel windows is good for people with low AC. The steel plating also good because it makes us harder to hit. the triple exhaust gives us a bigger threshold, or we could swap that out for the custom paint job, and that avoids one instance of fatal damage. Or we can even swap that out for a second turret.
Do I have throwing knives?
I think
Oh,
triple exhaust is better because if things start going wrong, it's going to make checks harder.
Yeah, I agree. Triple exhaust would be smarter than 2 turrets.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, with the car we got, don't we technically already have one?
Have what?
So, well, yeah, didn't the car we still actually have a turret on it, I thought? So then technically...
They're
it's
giving
working less-
you. They're giving
Oh.
you the basic
okay.
one that can be upgraded basically more than the other one. It's just they want the other one because they basically are wanting to do somewhat of what you were basically saying. They wanted to go more guns than anything.
That's gonna be awesome as shit. 5 machine guns would be awesome. But,
So
alright.
what it's sounding like is we want a turret, we want steel plating, we want triple exhaust.
Steel
And
windows.
Say steel
And
windows
yeah,
and
honest-
nitros are fine.
Yeah,
I think?
honestly, that works because King does still have his crossbow and stuff, and he can go for tires.
Yeah. Plus any other tricks up our sleeves.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. Actually, let me look at it. Sharp, steel windows, nitro, blah, blah, blah.
Are you guys still giving
Yep.
ideas, or is one of those confirmed?
I think we want 1 turret no matter what. So that one's
Yeah.
confirmed.
Okay,
for
so
sure.
I'm gonna start working on that then.
We might want to consider the wheels actually, because like they can be popped, and there's something to actually deal with that. We could get that instead of steel windows.
Well, the reason why I'm picking steel windows instead is because King has mending. If they pop a tire, he can fix the tire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, no, you're right. That's smart. I guess my AC is pretty low too, actually.
And mending's a cantrip, so it's not like I'm gonna be wasting my big spells to do it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think.
So we're all agreed on steel plating. Steel plating as well.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
we were.
two
Yeah.
down.
Like honestly, yeah, I'm pretty sure that list we got there, that's a really good list.
Yeah, I think that's the one we want.
Which one?
All in favor?
Which one?
Final one, the bottom one.
Because it just lists the specific turret on that one
Okay.
Yeah.
for you.
Is
one with
anybody
the
else opposed to it?
No,
I
I'm
mean,
good with it.
I'm not, no.
I'm cool with it. Boki?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right,
Machine
cool.
guns.
And Mr. Delta?
Well, I wouldn't have posted it if I didn't think.
Oh shit! No,
He got
I'm-
you. He got you
my fucking
lacking.
brain
Delta-
got fried.
yeah, no,
I'm so sorry.
Delta
No, you're
posted
right.
it, but he's like, we better not go with this one, and let me tell you 50 reasons why this is trash.
Yeah.
With that-
my bad.
With that being said, now that I know what to do here, it's going to take me a hot second just to apply all this. So now you guys are basically free to RP and talk as you want, because you've basically been told to kind of like, basically told to take pretty much a rest or something for like the next 4 hours. Not that you need a short rest or anything, but I'm telling you guys, like, kind of like the time frame. You guys got to talk and discuss about things now. And if you want to do it in private, you can do it in private. They'll let you go to like whatever room you need to.
Hmm. All right. I do not like that. So, Mim,
Yeah.
what did you say you were again?
Well, our king called me a changeling.
Don't call me that!
Ferrum is again chuckling.
And you came from. Okay.
From-
Okay. Yeah.
Big Oasis mimic.
Yeah.
Let's not forget our baby mimic either. Backpack.
Nutsack.
Be my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get any weird urges? You know, like, how do I word this politely? Do you want to eat anybody for any given reason?
Do you get any weird urges? Everybody raises an eyebrow and looks at you like, where are you going with this?
Not that way! Not that way! Jesus, what? We're having a moment here. God damn. Some
I wanna
privacy.
Eat anybody. I've never really eaten anything. I've only been kind of in like this for, God, I don't even know. How long has it been since we got on that train?
Oh, fuck. Give me a minute.
There's like an emptiness in my stomach right now.
Huh. So, how do you fill that up? Like eating normal things, or?
I don't know. What is normal things?
Like apples.
Apples. Not familiar with an apple. What's an apple?
It's this fruit that drops from trees. They're sweet. They're like typically circular shaped, like a spear, but they got something sticking on the front or on the up. And they're like sweet and they're red.
Do you have an apple?
DM, do I have an apple?
You have rations, which one of them, you could basically name the ration be anything you want at this point.
Yeah, I have an apple. You want an apple?
Sure.
Here's
I'd
an
try
apple.
Takes it and puts it in his mouth and bites it. Ooh, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this. So all round red things are apples?
Not all of them. There's like tomatoes, and then there's human hearts. We don't eat human hearts. We eat tomatoes, though.
Speak for yourself.
What? Don't eat human hearts. I'm making a note of that.
Yeah, that's great. But tomatoes are a bit different. I don't really know how to describe them. They're like red, but they're like not as sweet as apples. They've got a different texture. DM, do I have tomatoes?
It's okay. That feels better now. Stomach doesn't feel as empty. And then he pats the bag and puts a little bit of the apple inside of the mimic bag.
So it eats human food. Good to know.
I mean, what's not human food?
Human flesh.
That tire over there.
Oh. Ooh, let's see. Let's see what tire tastes like. And he
No, what?
gnaws on it, but does nothing to it. Even with his sharp teeth, it's just like, that tastes funny. I don't like that. But I did bite that one guy outside of the train, and he wasn't bad. He was a little kind of like grimy and salty, but it wasn't like gross, but it wasn't like good either.
I love how the human characters like, we don't eat humans, and the all non-human players collectively went, speak for yourself.
I don't know. I'll try everything. Maybe that's the meaning of life, right? It's just to try stuff and see what you like and don't like. And whatever brings good feelings is good, and whatever brings bad feelings is bad.
2 days old and he's already a complete hedonist.
What's a hedonist?
Something funny.
2 days old and already learning so much. He's had his first meal, an apple.
It's like I said, I got vague memories in my head too. So like, let me think. Hold on, let's see if I can think of like your friend Shorzy.
Farron's gonna whisper to King, "How long till he eats human flesh?"
Technically, he already has.
Yeah, but like, how long until he's conscious and eating human flesh?
As y'all are doing this, he transforms into Shorzy. And kind of looks at you two and he goes, "Oh yeah, let me tell you, I've eaten a lot of human flesh. Sometimes you just gotta dive down between the legs and get after it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it gets really weird. And you just gotta go after the butthole." And then he turns back into himself.
Yeah, and King's just like, I think we need to remove whatever's of Shorzy from him immediately.
Farron, for the first time in a while, just like kind of flashbanged by where it's like,
Yeah, fucking literally,
I think
Shorzy.
I think I agree with you on this one.
Fucking Shorzy jump scare and he just fucking flashbanged us.
You're like, what? What? Did I say something?
Nope. No, you didn't.
All right.
It,
Just standing
Yeah.
there looking as innocent as possible.
Riptide's just he's gonna lean towards King and he's just gonna say, "Damn, I never remember. I never knew Shorzy, but damn, he's a freak."
Damn. Yeah, King will lean back over and be like, "Oh, this is just the tip of the iceberg."
Yeah. Riptide continues to. Riptide just goes back to whatever he's doing.
King will never forget when Shorzy straight up went, "King, give your balls a tug!" And having no idea how the fuck he's supposed to process that.
It's almost a trauma, yet a blessing.
King's
Also,
just like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I am basically prepared now for whenever you guys are ready.
I think we're waiting for Casey to get back.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little bit of theory crafting.
A little bit?
Just a little bit of how I make my character actually work, only having one action a turn. Because this is a very frustrating restriction.
Especially if your entire build is like, everything I need to do is everything but my action.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean, I said you could
yeah,
use
Echo
your
Knight's,
bonus
you know.
action. I'm saying that you just want to use one or the other.
yeah, but that's still like an incredible handicap to
Oh,
an
yeah.
Echo Knight.
Oh yeah,
Whose
100%.
Echo
But,
has a 1 hit point.
oh, 100%. But I will also say, you have been running this campaign basically for a little while, so calm down.
Come on, just make them really good at strength checks so I can't just stat check them.
No, let's be honest. You're gonna stat check them. It's gonna happen. I already know
It's
it.
gonna happen.
You know, I have a great idea. I hijack a car, crash it with my action surge, and then we do this awesome thing, right? I take a short rest and I do it again.
You see, Ferrum, this is where you get yourself into a big ass bus and just, right as we drive by, just park that bitch and block the entire goddamn roadway.
Drift it to block the entire roadway and then teleport back. Yeah, sounds fun.
Find yourself a bus.
A bus. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. In case
But-
we gotta go
yeah.
fight.
Fucking. Yeah, but King's just standing there, and then he kind of turns and looks at Ferrum. Also, what the fuck is your problem with making me as uncomfortable as possible?
It's funny. I'll stop for a bit.
I'd appreciate it.
Keyword for a bit. Don't think you're safe all the time. But I'll
Hey,
give you some
know
grace
what?
period.
I'll take some grace periods, so long as you also promise you don't pull that shit in front of my father if we ever go to my world.
Yeah, I'll agree to that one.
Ooh, what's your dad like?
A prick.
Can I kill him?
Prick.
No.
Tragic.
He's a prick. He's not that much of a prick.
There's someone in your world I can kill?
I mean, there's the man who abducted my 4-year-old daughter.
You
You can
probably
kill
want
him.
that one.
I do want the kill, but you know what? As long as he's dead, I'll take it.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
What's a prick?
Like, a guy you don't like.
Oh.
And it's
Like
specifically
Scraven.
it's specifically a guy too.
Specifically
Could-
a guy.
Yeah, if it's a gal you don't like, she's a bitch.
True.
A bitch. Okay. I'm making notes of this.
We're
We are horrific influences on
we
men.
Never let us parent. Never let us parent on God.
Here's the thing, King is a parent, but he's just like, this is a grown-ass man. You might be 2 days old, but you are a grown-ass adult, and I will speak to you like one. But let me be honest, second fucking, like, arrows around, completely different, where he's like, hey, oh my god, like, if you swear, nothing will save you from me if you swear in front of my daughter.
I need a video. I need like a tape recorder to just catch King.
In just fucking forever, like he's just like, I asked the goddess for a video player so I could just keep replaying, where King just completely went from the bitchy prima donna we're used to a completely different person around this one 4-year-old girl.
Are we coming back?
I will.
I heard a lot of yelling.
We could probably run without him for a bit.
For a bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll
So-
send him a text.
Yeah, you make sure he's all right. But okay, so as you guys have maybe you haven't even finished the full 4 hours, but you guys have basically had your time to talk, had your time to rest, maybe eat a little bit of something. And as you go back to basically check on the work, it's been almost 4 hours. It does look like the car that they plan to drive has more turrets on it. It's got more guns on it. It's ready to blaze. The car that you guys have, there we go. The car that you guys have, again, it looked like it was pretty okay, pretty normal looking comparative for a car just in general, but this one doesn't seem to be too post-apocalyptic. However, with the upgrades you guys have added onto it, they even decided to, this isn't the paint job, but they even decided to paint it up a little bit, just enough to be like, you need some style, but it's not up to the level that you guys could have had. With that being said, can I put a step on there? There we go. That being said, this is your new hot rod. The vehicle, the gun turret is on the back. Outside of that, it's kind of like as it looks. It's pretty much just a nice looking red vehicle with black with that black kind of covering. You could guess it'd be closer or similar to that of like bulletproof glass, but probably not that professionally done. As you see, a couple of people that were working on it, one of them even being Googs. Hey, you guys come back to check up on the vehicle?
Yeah. See, what have you done with it now?
I've done exactly as you guys have asked, and it's a little bit exhausting. Maybe it could be some of the wounds I've been dealing with, but We've been doing it up just as you guys have asked for, and as we promised, it's pretty much here. I think kind of what it comes down to, though, what do you guys want to name her?
The behemoth. Ferrum just goes behemoth. Behemoth. That's the behemoth.
Behemoth.
And
Cool.
yeah, a little small to be a behemoth.
Oh, its power certainly's gotta be up there, though, with what we put on that bad boy.
You sure you want to call it the behemoth?
Nope. Absolutely not, sir.
Oh,
How about
It's
the,
red.
It is red.
Yeah,
Red flag.
how about the Crimson Comet?
That's no.
All right.
What's
Wait,
a
what's
comet?
wrong? It's this thing that It's a thing that flies across the sky, but only at night.
What about
They
the
call it
comet?
red rum.
Red rum. Red rum.
Ah, now you're making me thirsty. I could use some rum.
Ooh, that sounds good. What's rum?
It's like
Alcohol.
Yes, I should definitely start drinking and then go drive.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Absolutely. What could go wrong? Also, because I forgot to mention it when King came back from talking to the woman who's letting us use this car, he came back with a new cloak.
Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe.
It's useful.
What if we call the car Rack?
Rack.
Yeah, car backwards. Rack. R-A-C.
You could
That's
spell
the rack. Yeah.
the rack.
I'm just throwing out ideas.
Yes. It's called the rack because it racks up corpses.
That could work. Ooh, what if we called it The Secret? And then when people ask why it's called The Secret, we read it in really close and we go, beep beep boop, beep beep boop boop.
What?
The secret. The secret is pee pee poo poo, pee pee poo poo.
Pharaoh is on the floor. Oh.
King is staring in genuine confusion. Like, do we have to name it? Like, shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
I
have
got
to
a
name
name
it-
for it if you want. It's just something you gotta enter into the race with, usually.
Well, I mean,
DUI.
Like Dwy?
Oh, I know, Dewey. Like
Dewey.
like you said, like DUI, but we'll add a couple letters. Just call it Dewey.
Dewey. Hi, Dewey. I'm Mim. Hey, look, that guy's on top of Dewey.
That guy is on top of Dewey.
That guy just punched Dewey. Yeah, that could
Or-
work.
Or, in memory of our fallen comrade, Lychee.
That guy's on lychee.
The leech.
Oh, look.
Yeah, but he
Lychee.
was green.
We should have got that custom paint job.
True.
Yeah, but he was green, and then King's gonna be like, not what I saw left of him.
Okay,
No,
maybe he
wasn't.
was red on the inside.
You think that they painted this car with the blood of lychee?
They just
I get
kind of
love
they just
that.
kind of look at you. They're like, the blood of what?
What name did you have? We cut you off.
Oh, I was just gonna call this one the Red Rocket.
Oh,
The
What's
Red
wrong with
Rocket.
what's wrong with that? It would sound like a weird reaction.
Red Rocket? Boom! Here comes the Red Rocket. Look, everybody, it's the Red Rocket zooming by.
or fuck it, just to keep it easy, we could just use our quote unquote team name for it.
What's that?
Unfortunately, Monkey Mashers.
Yeah.
Monkey Mashers. It's a weird team name.
Yeah, whose dumb idea was that? That sounds terrible.
Well, we just got out of mashing monkeys.
Oh, so it's got a backstory.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was unfortunate.
So it's covered in red because it's the blood of the monkeys you've mashed.
Yeah.
Well,
Out of character, I did not remember that shit. That's fucking hilarious. We called ourselves the
Yes, we're the Monkey Mashers.
Let's go. We're the
Four-
Monkey
four games.
Mashers.
So is the cause name like Monkey Masher? Just
No,
one thing?
see, we're the Monkey Mashers, and that's the Squash Banana.
Oh, goodness. That's funny. What's a squash banana?
So the
Another
vehicle's
food.
name is Squash Banana.
That's what the king wants.
Don't, no.
Well, if it's what the king wants.
What if we call it the king's chariot?
You know what? Hold up. I'm just gonna put this in chat.
Oh no.
This is how King's looking at you guys. You're like, let's call it the King's Chariot.
Yeah, we could go with that. Just call it the chariot.
He just, ugh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I like the chariot part out of character.
The chariot.
I'm just giving you guys a chance to name it. If that's what if you guys want to decide on that, then we can go
I'm
with that.
just saying random names. Fucking, we could call it Dipstick McGee. Like,
Nobody suspects Dipstick McGee to come up on their rear.
So,
Coming around the corners, Dipstick McGee.
it sounds like that as the guy's kind of like confused, like, so King's Chariot, Dipstick McGee, like, kind of need a name here soon.
Just the chariot.
To the chariot. Yeah, that has a good ring to it.
Well, there you go. As you guys should be able to now see in your where your characters would be on Roll20. So on the third tab, I think no, wait, yeah, the third tab, you guys should be able to see your guys' vehicle there.
Okay. Okay.
Now, with that being said, are you guys ready to go to the next part?
Yes.
Is everything all of its stats
All its stats have been
That will-
adjusted for the steel plating. You would have had 12 AC.
all right?
oh
all right.
yeah, fuck it, that +2, we needed that.
That threshold would have also been at 30.
All right. I like what I see.
Fantastic. So now we're going to basically make our way more so towards okay, I'll say it like this. You guys proceed to maybe potentially even get in the vehicle. It's not like it's the best cushions, but it's kind of like a nice seat comparative to what you guys have had to deal with before. Even maybe in the gunner seat. Who would be in the gunner seat? And who would be in the driver's seat?
Riptide will be driving this.
Okay, let's see. Chloe wanted passenger. Want to be a passenger princess. And then King, do you want the gunner seat?
Well, since King has range, Boki, did you want to be in the gunner seat?
Yeah, I mean, the issue is if I call fucking thing, right? I call Echo, I can't shoot.
True.
So I don't think having me in gunner's seat is a good idea.
What if?
We could.
Well, so what if your Echo could shoot, and then you could? Well, I don't know.
Chillin' the shotgun?
Hey Mim, you ever want to know what it likes to shoot a machine gun? Maybe you should use the turret.
Ooh, machine gun.
Well, how strong is the machine gun? Let's see.
If you go, I was about to say, if you can go check its stats on the.
It's a +2 to attack, and it does 4d6 piercing damage.
Yeah, it's probably better than
That's-
any other ranged attack we
it's-
have.
It's a +2, but you can add on your basically perception modifier to that.
Okay. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I've never used a machine gun, but why not?
Don't get him in there. I don't know.
That baby in by. Make sure he's buckled in.
Make sure the baby's buckled in.
Mim sits down on the seat. He puts his hands on like the controls for the gun. You see him go really wide-eyed, and then he like morphs back into that little goblin form, and he's just like. And this time he like just stays in that little goblin form.
I don't think I've seen Mim more excited. You guys have basically now got the time, and when I say time, I mean like you guys have gotten now pretty much after this 4 hours of you waiting, you guys getting in the vehicle and actually being able to test it out, give it a somewhat of a test drive, test spin. Riptide, for you, it basically feels almost natural. Like it goes from a little bit bumpy at first, like you're trying to get used to the controls, until you're like, it's actually kind of just similar to how it was back for you in your home world.
Well, that's convenient. You know, no sense reinventing the wheel. Car's a car.
And the rest of you pretty much get used to basically just being in the car, as well as Mim, who, if you want, can take a couple of just, you know, like shots just in directions, test firing. And if you do, I assume if you do at all, you're pretty much kind of like getting into the groove, maybe getting used to shooting, but you're just kind of like, yes.
Yeah, you see him, he's just like spins to the left and fires. He's like to the right. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Now, with all that being said, after you guys have had your little bit of a test, make sure you're getting your refill on the ammo, etc., etc., stuff like that. Before you guys head out, Madam Flower comes back out, and as she's getting basically prepared to get into her vehicle and everything that she had set up with Googs, Claude, and Scraven, she looks to you all. Do you all know why we are, per se, fighting for this spot in this race?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Mimicking just simultaneously, no.
Just like our entire group at the same time. No. No, we don't.
Not at
I
all.
kind of expected that when your weird friend here was talking about you guys being outsiders, kind of foreigners like. I'm not quite
Yeah.
But-
Like that.
but this is a very important race to a lot of us. So I don't know specifically why you would want to enter into this race, but I will forewarn you that this is not any ordinary race. This includes some of the best in the terms of their vehicles or their power. And I'm not gonna lie with you, I don't know if you've ever heard of a death race, but that's pretty much everywhere. This one is just more of an official one.
Well, I could tell it ain't like an ordinary race. Races back home, our cars don't have machine guns.
That's surprising because majority of this world, I think, would have guns. But
like these, like King said, not from around here. Pretty foreign. Like across the ocean, foreign, kind of.
Well,
That's
whatever
when we
your
hear
story
the
is.
fuck's an ocean.
and whatever your story may be, I'm not going to try to pry into it. As I said before, you guys have helped me. I'm just here to return the favor. But I am saying this in the ways of letting you all know. I also do plan to win the race. And the thing is, the group of the winner of the race gets to be, well, gets to be out of this hellhole, basically. That winner gets to go to a utopia. Well, the group of the winner. And that's why I'm fighting very hard for the very few of us here left to be able to go up to that utopia. And we hopefully no longer have to deal with all the suffering and, well, constant gunfire, monsters, bandits, whatever you name it down here.
Well, to put your worries aside, we're not here to win a race. We're here to kill one dumb motherfucker. Once he's dead, or she, whoever it is, we'll figure it out when we see him. We'll know when we see him. Once they're dead, our job here is done.
We are very confusing. Just.
We are only out to kill one particular person. And so long as they die, yeah, hopefully one.
Yeah.
So far, it's only been one at each area we go to.
You know, in all of my times of being alive here on, well, Earth here, is something I don't take lightly when I say I don't think I've ever heard people just gunning usually for one person in specific. It's usually been a group, or at least just maybe the leader, and I don't know what type of person you might be looking for at this race, but I can tell you there are some monstrosities out there.
Yeah, it'll most likely be a fucking monster. Last guy we had to deal with, he got real big, grew 4 arms, and it was a clusterfuck. He fucking folded like a brick shit house, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna fold them all like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Is that one
Yeah.
okay?
which
Who, me?
Are you still transformed?
Yeah, still in goblin.
Hey, get out of
What
goblin
is-
mode.
Who is that?
It's the purple one.
Ah,
He's a little funny. Don't worry about him.
He is just compiled DNA. Forgive him. He's just kind of. That's just how he is.
yeah, what she said. What's DNA?
You know, I'm
What she
not.
said, meanwhile, King, a grown ass man, like, every time. It's
I'm-
the ponytail.
I'm very confused and lost here, and have so many more questions than I got answers for.
Do
And
not
I'm
look
just-
into us. We will confuse you more.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks.
I'm
I'll explain it later.
I'm not trying. No, I'm not trying to be rude about it, but you're
No.
making it seem like Scraven was a better choice here. So
It sounds
Oh
more
my
fucking
gosh.
crazy than it really is.
Really? That is a low blow to say that.
Mim pivots the whole turret towards Scraven. Hey, Farface.
Though you
I get more
mentioned they're
kills
gonna
than you, I
take
bet.
huh? What? Huh?
so.
I didn't do anything. Not yet.
Like the
You
barrel is,
mentioned
like,
they're
aimed
taking
straight.
you to a utopia. Who's the person in charge of this utopia? Because
That's-
whoever it may be preaching about a utopia could be a false flag, and that's the dumbass we gotta kill.
There's a lot of questions and concerns I've just raised from that, as I thought you might understand how this works. If that were the case, this utopia, or this, should I say, the person holding the trophy for utopia, would be that of God.
King's just immediately like, oh, okay, we're dealing with a death cult, and they just dying. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay.
I think we got it. It's kill everybody but you. Don't win the race unless you're dead. And then, yeah, that's it. That's the plan, right?
To be fair, yeah, we're only here to kill one individual.
Fucking kill them all.
Hey, are we actually under any reason why we can't say where we're from?
Well, I just don't want to fucking, make her more confused than she already is.
Yeah, but it'd be really funny.
If anything, it'd make us sound psychotic, even though it's the truth.
You sound psychotic already.
Even if I were to say it, like, okay, fine, fuck it. Hi, we come from completely different worlds. We are not even from this planet. Does that clear anything up for you, or did I just unlock about 80 different questions?
There's... She just kind of... I don't
You're
really...
cutting
From
out
whatever
real bad,
situations we were in, we're kind of thrown into this room with a bunch of, like a bunch of chairs sat us down. It's like, hey, I need you to go from, like, world to world and, like, fix shit. Or, like, solve problems.
Basically, you know how you say the
Guys,
person
so
who owns
crazy.
the trophy of Utopia is your god?
We're probably here to kill them.
No, it's a case of we were sent here to kill someone interfering with a good god. So think of, like,
I'm still on the fact you guys said you were from a different world?
Yeah.
well, okay, yeah, the world I come from, the queen of my nation, her 3 children are dragons. Literal dragons.
I-
2 breathe fire. You probably couldn't fathom the fact that, they're 70 feet long. That sounds like crazy horseshit, don't it?
No, we have giant
I
fire
don't know what a
lizards.
car is. I'm not gonna lie, I got really lucky driving. We have horses and carriages. and boats, but not like good boats, but like rowboats.
Shit, you live in the Stone Ages.
Honestly, it
Like-
sounds like
Yeah,
wherever
I
you guys
guess.
are living or at, I'd rather be. But at the moment, Utopia is the goal. So I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to get into it further. Because honestly, to me, it sounds all like poppycock.
Yeah, King will be like, here, I can show you some of the shit that happens with people where I'm from. And then he's just gonna... He's going to take, like, a stick or something, just break it in half, and then cast Mending to fuse it back together like it was never broken.
Don't come near my sticks.
Like, that's how I fixed your friend. I can just do that.
We're kind
Yeah,
of
as much as
impossibilities in
I...
your world.
You know what? I'm gonna regret this, but is there a reason for you guys being here then? If that
Yeah,
was the
we're-
case?
Kill
Yeah,
stuff.
we're here to kill an entity that is sowing seeds of destruction.
Yeah, around those lines.
Essentially, we're here to destroy whatever person the seed sent to your world to
But
destroy
what
it is inhabiting.
happens if what happens if you fail?
You know, we haven't
no
yet.
idea.
So
I
I guess we'll
assume for the
find out
fact
together.
that people keep getting dropped in and then dying, right? That we'll get replaced.
I'm trying to piece it all together, and as I'm slowly piecing it together, it sounds like if this, what you call it, chaos something,
Yeah, don't worry about the name.
is that if whatever it is that if you guys fail, this world's, I'm assuming this is a world thing, might be, well, for naught. This world
Like, not
could
just
no
just
longer?
not just your world. Every world and every conceivable universe.
Well, we don't want that one, but if you were to at least personally ask me, I don't know if this world deserves much more chance to live.
If anything, the reason why it's so shit could be from the seed of chaos.
Maybe. Oh, it's about time that we all started heading out. You
Okay,
can feel
have
free
fun
to-
thinking about that shit.
Well, this woman's gonna be having an existential crisis the entire race.
Yeah,
As-
that's why it
What
sounded we felt like
crazy
right out
skill.
of the sky, because we literally did, and then we got caught in a tornado.
That poor woman is gonna be spending that entire race like, am I racing against literal psychotic assholes?
I mean,
Sound like
she
a bunch
thought
of
that
psychotic
already,
assholes to
probably.
me.
Like,
Dude,
these are some grade A freaks. The purple one turned into a little green man.
Supposedly, we'll probably not see them, tomorrow. So I think it'd be pretty funny to be like, yeah, this doesn't really matter.
It's like, you ain't ever gonna see us again.
Yeah, we're essentially the heralds of a god.
I'm
making sure the world
I'm just
doesn't blow up.
I can't think about it any further. Just please follow me and keep whatever you have to yourself. The more I think about it, the more I can't think. I'm just trying to think on this utopia. I don't need to think that there's anything more than that. Okay, just like I said, follow behind my car and you'll be in the race in no time.
Have you ever heard of multiverse theory?
Riptide is gonna he's gonna do like a peel out, burnout kind of thing. So it's gonna be a really like
Just
rough
fucking,
chutter.
yeah, just
Anyone
blow
who's not-
smoke into poor.
No, I mean, if you're in the car and you're not braced, like it's gonna jolt you around a bit.
Safety first.
Buckle in the baby.
Ugh. I'm not a baby. What are you talking about?
Okay, so
Sorry, that was rude. I shouldn't have yelled at you. You're just trying to watch out for me.
You're just trying to watch out for me. Meanwhile, at the same time, they won't teach me how to drive. Dejected in the seat.
so hold on. Is that Chloe Mac, or is that just something in the background?
Oh, that was me calling his phone, so he left his phone wherever he is.
Okay.
So we're
There's a possibility. I get it. For now, we're just gonna keep going. As we continue on, you guys proceed to follow behind her. It's probably like a 30-minute, 40-minute, whatever it is. It's getting to the point where it's around like, well, more so like a 30-minute to an hour. But it's getting to a point where now it's like basically like 3 o'clock. Is that about right? I think that's about right. Basically around 3 o'clock at this point, as you guys have had some time to test out your things, your car beforehand, some of its capabilities, and even they're kind of like giving off a few shots here and there into the distance because they're just like, yo, I never had this much firepower, woo! You even hear Scraven like, and Claude's just over here like, I don't necessarily get it, but pow. And as you guys proceed to follow, you can see in the distance what appears to be like that of basically a stadium. But as you guys kind of go around it, you see this wooden stadium, and you see there's a lot of people on the inside. And you can tell because of the, yeah, let's get this shit started soon, yeah. Like, there's so many different kinds of voices and people that you hear in the distance, which you would guess to be that of more so a crowd. Being said that, though, as you go around, you don't really see many places that you could really take your car in until she pretty much proceeds to go into kind of a little bit more of an off path, as she sees where a couple of people that look like they have certain like uniforms on, but they also have guns, basically look at this vehicle coming near to what it looks to be like that of an almost underground or like an undercave kind of tunnel, enough to fit potentially huge vehicles in there. As you see, she starts to talk to the person, as those two people that were sitting there, or sorry, not sitting there, standing there with their guns. There proceeds to be one more person who pretty much has that of almost like kind of a very bad looking clipboard, but it is something that they're writing on. And she says a few words, and it looks like it's enough to get her by. You guys basically come up. Do you guys stop there? I guess I should be asking. Riptide, do you stop like she did?
Yeah, he'll stop.
You proceed to stop, and you see as this kind of mediocre looking guy. He's not big. He's not like specifically skinny. He's just a normal kind of average looking body guy, and he's got himself some blonde kind of almost style to be looking more to the left side, almost like more of a blonde fade to the left, as he's like looking at you, looking at the vehicle. You here for the tournament? Not the tournament, the cup, or yeah, basically the cup.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Can you give me the name of your vehicle?
The chariot.
Jerry.
All right.
Jerry, who the fuck thought of that?
Shut up.
You may pass on through. There's not need for any money, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of those type of races. You are fighting to the death. So whatever happens inside there is no longer our fault. All right, bye now.
Right.
I guess there's no need for a liability waiver. There is no laws, huh?
What's a law?
That was out of character.
You guys proceed to go down into what looks like to be partially sandy, partially cave almost system like, as it's a slightly bit of a more bumpy-ish ride now going down, and then you start to go up, still kind of following behind Madame Flowers. It looked like she stayed behind just a little bit, enough for you guys to be able to see her. It's a little bit dark at first. There is still plenty of room, but as you're going up, you basically here we go. You guys basically come up out into what seems like a big 10 at first, but leading into that of maybe of a more side part to the track or the race, as you can see a few people also still standing by near all these other tents. You guys can now see that there is a whole racetrack that has been set up, as well as plenty of people in the crowd. I'm just gonna say yes, that is plenty of people in the crowd. I'm not gonna try to make a whole bunch of small characters. Sorry. Though here you go. You guys are now on the map, and as you guys proceed to start to slowly come on to let me get the characters again. Let me set you guys up for a second. It sounds like we might have our last person back.
Yeah. 30-second break to have him come back.
And there we go. As you guys basically have all proceeded to be now on your basic way, as people kind of like pointing and directing you towards the place to go to. And as you're proceeding to go there, I'm gonna mute him for right now. Let me know when he's back.
Yeah.
As we proceed to the guys are basically like pointing for you guys to go this way or that way, and as they're going, there's one person in particular you see that looks to be somewhat fancy and probably somewhat holding a microphone over here. Actually, I think I can, there you go, over here, as he looks to be very excited looking at all these different kinds of vehicles and people. And as he basically is looking at the list, as people are coming up to him, talking to him sometimes, he says as he sees you guys basically coming up with your vehicle, proceed to go that way. Don't worry if you're one with a smaller vehicle, aka you kind of have a medium-sized vehicle, you will start just a little bit behind the front line. Basically, the bigger you are, the farther you are away. And with that being said,
before the race starts, I'm gonna stand like more on the back of the vehicle and just put an echo in the front seat.
Isn't King in the front seat?
Or just like wherever there's space.
Okay.
King's sitting there minding his own business, and all of a sudden he's just got an echo fucking on top of him. Crushed.
Feel free to push it off. It won't resist.
Oh, you
Just
didn't
don't
even
hit
hint
it.
yet.
No.
I meant king.
I did not hear what you said.
Don't
I don't know about that one. Maybe shit.
Said she had an echo fucking on top of her. Sorry, just goblin humor.
Yeah, of course. Why are you still a goblin, by the way?
Because I like to destroy shit. I'm a goblins, you know? Big guns, little guy. It's cool stuff. I like it.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, go for
I
it.
don't know. This part of me just remembers big guns. I like it. A lot.
With that being said, you guys proceed to head out basically where you've been told to go to. I'm just going to put you guys over here. Hold on. Let me... gotta move the vehicle. And as I'm doing this, as you guys are proceeding to basically line up to kind of how you've been somewhat told, you all start to notice as there are other vehicles coming in as well. And as the other vehicles are coming in as well, I'm going to basically be introducing all the vehicles as the kind of announcer as we get into it. So, there we go. Now we have coming in here to start. What was it again? What, huh? Oh, that? Okay. This red looking blazing just somewhat normal car coming in. The Chariots, as you get maybe like a
Riptide will honk the horn if it has a horn.
what does it sound like? Perfect.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Maybe
And-
just holding back the urge to fire the gun off.
And as you guys do that, it's kind of like a little bit of a introduction that probably didn't go as well as you thought when nobody really reacted as much. However, you guys notice as basically coming up next to you. There we go. Coming up next to you appears to be somewhat of a more motorcycle. A motorcycle that has two kind of older, elderly, almost looking women that seem to be driving it, but like they're kind of like in more blackish / grayish clothing. Coming in now, one of the fastest of the fast, someone you probably wouldn't want to mess with, someone that is of one of the Wicked Witches, or some of the Wicked Witches, I should say. Old Reliable, being driven by some of the witches.
What the fuck? You're still in here? Holy shit, my cat scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
No, that's what you're.
As you see, they do have like helmets, like safety helmets on, but like it's less of safety, more of like in the stylistic version of apocalyptic. So you have like the spikes on it too, as she's there like, yeah, let's get this going. As you hear a couple more cheers, yeah, the Wicked Witches, yeah, and maybe even somewhat more confusing why, but then what comes up next onto your other side appears to be that of a almost not a real looking vehicle, that of like fish out of water. What appears to be a many-toothed vehicle that comes basically strolling up with the announcements being, all right, I remember you guys like this one. It's back. The living vehicle. The thing that needs no crew to survive. A part of the mutants. It's old Chomper, as it kind of is just with its teeth up and down. And as you look at it, it's kind of as he said, in almost a spooky-ish way. There's no one driving that. That's almost like it's not meant to be.
Does it have a wheel?
No.
Okay. That one, I feel like that one's good to know.
Coming up next. Also a part of what it seems to be the Wicked Witches with another one, the one that you all know, the very classic, the Grand of the Grands. It's the rotating cauldron, as they pretty much proceed to come up next to you and they're all cackling. As it appears to be a few cauldrons, basically almost like on a somewhat parade float, you would really say. So you can't specifically see their wheels. The main driving wheel almost looks like to be that of like of a smaller cauldron though, but it does look like they have basically stuff already brewing in a couple of the cauldrons on this parade float vehicle. Some know them as the Wicked Witches, some know them as some bad bitches. But in either case, these are some witches you don't want to mess with. And trust me, because I don't know magic, and it sounds like they have very real magic. Am I supposed to say that? Yes, okay. And anyways, coming in right after them appears to be... There we go. Coming in right after them appears to be that of somewhat of a similar noise that some of you might remember, as it's almost what sounds like more orchestral music coming in to basically solidify the way of the harmony of this track, that of being an almost giant sized, or maybe just car sized piano on wheels. I'm shifting this one in, as it appears to be pretty much like there's no like roof, there's like no doors. It's pretty much a wheel and kind of multiple pianos that kind of like light up on fire, you would guess to be a part of the Hornets. It's the orchestra, as they call it, a deathly machine of music and might, something you might want to cover your ears for, as when they honk their horn, it's like it's more of like a more comic or more orchestral kind of version of it.
That was nice.
Coming in right behind them, one of not even newer sorts of people here, however, enough to be very excited to see a potential comeback from last year's mistakes. The Sun Raiders have come back with the Drifter. Wherever they got that vehicle, no one knows. But it does look kitted out, as all the rest of them have been kind of getting like cheers and screams for the most part, but when the Sun Raiders got revealed, they didn't really get much for any attention. They got a couple of people, and that's just the people that kind of sat out or were injured from their group. Yeah, get them, madam, for us, for the Sun Raiders, yeah. And then you hear some booing from other people, boo. And then at that point, you guys all feel almost like it's a huge kind of like noise coming from what you would guess to be a somewhat bigger machine, as what comes to the field behind everybody appears to be that of a huge, almost construction-like vehicle. That of something that if you are at all in its way, you could even take a guess that this thing would run you over. This is not a joke vehicle, just looking at it as the mass amount, just the mass looking at it like that's outside of that, it's one that, like, when it honks its horn, it's like, "Durr!" Like, it's straight up almost like that of an obstructed vehicle, but then you almost weirdly see it kind of like move a little bit, like in weird places, like a car shouldn't, as the person that's been introducing them says, "And for the almighty, the all champion who doesn't want to move up, he only wants to be the mover. It is him, the mover from the mutants. This car is no joke because it's made from both flesh and metal. It is one that is here to destroy its competition for the fun." With that being said, though,
King's just like, oh, flesh and metal. Well, it's a good thing I can just make its flesh melt off its body.
with that being said, though, I will also mention this is another vehicle, as I said before with the mutant. This one does not look like you could even potentially get inside, per se, as between the, like, flesh and metal, like, it looks like this is a living almost construct, is the closest thing I can give to it in terms of what it could be. So I don't think that you don't really see that for any even crew on there. With that all being said, though, they pretty much he's pretty adamant about starting this race, and he's like, "All right, we want to see a total bloodbath, am I right, guys?" As they're all like, "Yeah, fucking kill him, yeah!" And they're all just very excited, and they're ready to basically start, as you guys are somewhat in, well, actually I say somewhat, you guys are pretty much all in ready positions to start. So my question is for you guys, because I also know Chloe's taking a hot minute. Do you guys want to get into this race right now?
I'd like to do it in one session and then have things after it. Also, the fact of, Mr. Casey is not here.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's a little bit of a rough time, and I don't want to just end the session. But
You're
if
here?
you guys would rather do
he's
that, I
back.
can. Oh, I gotta unmute him then.
He's here.
Oh,
He has you muted.
Sorry, he
Hey.
had you muted because your conversation was getting picked up.
Oh,
In the background.
I am. Yeah, I'd like to apologize.
You're good.
Things were, and still somewhat are, getting out of hand here. I'll try and mute next time. My bad. I kind of had to rush out of my room.
That's
We
all
could
good. Do you
stop
need to
here.
stop?
It's totally
stop.
fine. We can stop here for tonight, pick up tomorrow, and wreck this entire fucking shop.
yeah.
Nah. We stand and fight. Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Oh, we haven't started anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we-
then,
we
okay.
haven't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're done.
that's yeah, no,
I
that's,
thought it was like mid thing. I was like,
No,
oh,
we
okay.
haven't started.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, gentlemen.
Oh,
That
you're
was
You're okay.
Okay, I think we stop
We're-
here, so next session, we finish this area up, get back, and then start the next session, or start the next area.
sounds good.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
All right,
Yeah. Unfortunate, but
it happens.
Yeah, I
and
don't know what's
and-
going on your end, but it did not sound good.
I've tried
Yeah.
to mute, so we're all good. But in either case, I'm sorry this
Okay.
has more so been a mini session or a shorter session. Sometimes just life happens like that. But I appreciate everybody who's been here, and we will. I don't want to say it's like going to be specifically a part 2, but I'm probably just going to name the episode like part 2 or continued, as this is kind of still a part of the one big session that I had planned.
Yeah, like
So
it's like
you will see
one race
more.
is asking too much.
Yeah, one session's asking too much. That's what it's gonna be. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. But thank
One-
you
one race
everybody
is
so
asking-
much who has been here. I am gonna end this stream now.